Yes, funnily enough, once again, I look like shit. Day 4,972 of lockdown, and we have lost our minds. Literally, 2020 is a shit show of monumental proportions. But today's topic of conversation that's driven the world mad is racism. More accurately, historical racism. They've taken down Little Britain, they've taken down the Mighty Boosh, they've taken down the League of Gentlemen off the streaming platforms of Netflix and what have you, because people in there have done blackface. Right, now, I've never done it. Literally, can't be arsed. Do you know what I mean? But I've never, in all my 44 years, yeah, it's probably about right, actually, because it's only been the past few years. Thank you. It's only been the past few years where literally this shit's gone mad, where it's like, no, this will be seen as racist. Now, I'll just point you back to the ever so recent protests about the death of George Flloyd, right? Sparked a Black Lives Matter thing. Must remember with this that George Soros, if you don't know about him, like, have a Google, mate, funds Black Lives Matter and also Antifa, right? But basically, all this Black Lives Matter stuff went on all over the world, not just in America. This one guy got murdered, right? Like, look back, the only one I can remember offhand, because I got really into it at the time, is Sandra Bland. Like, you saw a police officer smack her head on the pavement, like, literally, boom, and then she's like, I can't see, like, you know, like, he dragged her to her feet, she's like, I can't see. Gave her an aneurysm, or not what an aneurysm, that's a clot, isn't it? Gave her a brain bleed is my personal guess of what happened there. But no, apparently in a jailhouse, from the railings, she hung herself with a bin bag, a prison issue bin bag at that. She hung herself at human height. You know, she didn't hang herself from up there, she hung herself from over there. And right, so like, literally, I was like incensed by that. Like, police brutality against black people is a real thing and it needs to stop. But taking down Little Britain isn't going to stop it. All it's going to do is get people fighting with each other, which is what's going on Facebook now. Like, I'm having, not fighting, but I'm having a couple of really in-depth conversations with people about this, because it's getting to people. You are attacking what makes us us. Our favourite comedy shows are what make us us. Like, I'm always bloody quoting the Mighty Boosh all the time. There are elements of our life that revolve around something that happened in the Mighty Boosh. Like, I've never watched Gavin and Stacey, and literally trying to say, I don't even know if that's a real argument. Like, literally, it's got stupid now. Never really watched that much Little Britain, to be fair, but I did see Ant and Dec dress up as those black women, right? Because they're about the same height as black women, and nobody, it was an undercover operation, nobody would suspect two black women of being Ant and Dec. Do you see what I'm saying? It was genius. It was absolute genius, and it was hilarious. You can't find it now. I tried last night on YouTube when I first heard that Ant and Dec had been bollocked. Sorry, bollocks. More specifically, Ant and Dec's bollocks. Like, literally, this overactive imagination is ridiculous. It's a curse at times. But basically, they were bollocked for doing this. It's historical racism. It wasn't meant in any way racist. At no point in time, they literally chose to be black women because they got the same stature and nobody would have thought that it was them. But it's been, no, you did blackface, you're being racist. What's racist about it? Putting colour on your skin doesn't make you a racist. I'm totally out there all the time in the sun trying to get darker. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have absolutely no racist, but, well, I do, actually. I'm scared of Scottish people. There, I've said it. I'm a bit scared of Scottish people. Not a lot scared. I've got lovely friends. I've got a guy called Scott, and like he's got a lovely salubrious accent, and I'm not scared. I'm not scared of him. But shut up, right? Get back to the fucking point. So, right, okay. I'm not going to get back to the point. I'm going to go off on a wheelie bin. White chicks, right? I shared a thing earlier on. If you're going to take down everything to do with blackface, why is white chicks still up there? I don't want it taken down. I don't want any of the blackface stuff taken down, but it's not my place to say with the black stuff because I'm not black. I don't know whether you'd notice. And basically, so if I'm not offended by that at all, it's a bloody brilliant film. If I'm not offended by that, and then somebody copy and pasted this old statement of like, yeah, but you weren't slaves. We are all slaves. We might not be in chains anymore, but literally, go out and try and buy yourself a new car. Like, I've got some mates who will be able to afford to do that, but most of my mates can't afford to just go out and buy a new car. Why am I talking about that? Do you know what? I'll come back to this. I'll do a part 2 because I'm not getting to the point. I'm just rambling on. So I'll share this, read, go on to the next bit and do a part 2. See you soon.